At the age of 60, your body may quietly lose around 1% of muscle mass each year, even if you continue with normal daily activities and notice no obvious signs. According to the National Institutes of Health, NIH, in the United States, this process is called sarcopenia, which means age-related muscle loss. It is one of the main reasons why many older adults find everyday tasks more difficult. This includes slower movement when standing up, poor balance, unsteady steps, or even falling after a minor slip in the bathroom. Have you ever felt that your legs were becoming weaker, even though you used to walk well? Struggled to climb stairs, or needed to hold onto something to get up from a low chair? Experienced aching knees, even without doing any strenuous activity? If any of these sound familiar, your current diet may not be providing enough high-quality protein. Protein is an essential building block for maintaining and rebuilding muscle in the body. What's concerning is that many people believe eating eggs every day is enough. But in reality, eggs contain only about 13 grams of protein per 100 grams. There are many other foods that contain 2 or even 3 times more protein. These foods are also easier to digest and lighter on the stomach, which makes them more suitable for people over the age of 60. In this video, I will share with you why eggs may not be the best option, 10 natural, easy-to-find foods that contain more protein than eggs, and most importantly, how to use them properly to maintain muscle, prevent falls, and help you stay healthy and independent each day. If you find this information helpful, feel free to share it with friends or loved ones around your age. Sometimes, a small change in the daily diet could help someone stand more firmly, walk with greater confidence, and live a longer, healthier life. Your body is still responding to every choice you make. So let's not wait any longer. Let's begin with food number 1. 1. Non-fat Greek yogurt. After the age of 60, your digestive system begins to slow down. You may feel bloated, experience indigestion, or lose your appetite. This can lead to skipping meals or eating just enough to get by. But the greater concern is this: when you eat less, your body also receives less protein. That is when muscle mass begins to decline, quietly but noticeably. In such cases, non-fat Greek yogurt is a very worthwhile option to consider. What is Greek yogurt, and how is it different from regular yogurt? Greek yogurt is made from cow's milk, just like regular yogurt. However, it is strained several times to remove most of the water and natural milk sugar, lactose. As a result, you get a yogurt that is thicker, smoother, and creamier, higher in protein, more than double that of regular yogurt, easier to digest, especially for people over 60, when the body has reduced ability to break down lactose. In 100 grams of non-fat Greek yogurt, you may receive approximately 10.3 grams of protein to support muscle maintenance and help prevent muscle loss, 110 milligrams of calcium to strengthen bones and lower the risk of osteoporosis, 0.8 milligrams of vitamin B12, a key nutrient for the nervous system and for preventing anemia in older adults, 135 milligrams of phosphorus, which helps calcium work more effectively in protecting your bones, 141 milligrams of potassium, a mineral that supports blood pressure control and helps reduce muscle cramps, 10 to 12 milligrams of magnesium to help the body relax, sleep better, and support nerve function. Finally, many types of Greek yogurt also contain natural probiotics, such as lactobacillus or bifidobacterium. These help balance gut bacteria, improve digestion, and support the immune system. According to the journal Nutrients, 2020, A study involving adults aged 60 to 75 found the following. When consuming at least 20 grams of protein from Greek yogurt daily, combined with light walking, around 20 to 30 minutes each day, participants reduced muscle loss by up to 25% after just 12 weeks. This is a significant finding. Maintaining muscle mass not only helps you walk more steadily, but also lowers the risk of falls, bone fractures, and the loss of independence in daily life. Specific benefits for the body after the age of 61. Increases muscle mass in the legs and thighs too. Supports joint function and reduces mild knee pain. 3. Improves calcium absorption. 4. Aids digestion, lighter on the stomach than regular milk. How to use Greek yogurt effectively. When should you take it? 1 to 2 hours after breakfast, or in the afternoon when you feel slightly hungry. Recommended amount: 1 small cup, around 150 grams per day. Which type should you choose? Non-fat Greek yogurt or plain Greek yogurt. No added sugar, no flavoring, not pre-mixed with fruit. Suggested additions: 1 teaspoon of ground flaxseed, rich in omega-3, good for the heart and joints. A few fresh blueberries or strawberries for antioxidants and memory support. Or 1 tablespoon of rolled oats to help you feel full for longer. Important notes: for people with diabetes or high blood fat levels, you should limit yogurts that contain added sugar. Even 1 small container may contain up to 15 to 20 grams of hidden sugar. For people with a history of lactose intolerance, you may still be able to try this yogurt, as it contains very little lactose. However, start with a small amount and observe your body's response. Not suitable as a meal replacement. Greek yogurt is a supportive food. It should not be used to replace main meals. Make sure to combine it with eggs, fish, and vegetables to maintain balance. I understand that, at this age, you may not always have a strong appetite, but just 1 small cup a day, taken regularly, is already an investment in your legs, helping them stay strong, flexible, and steady with every step. After the age of 60, the body does not need large amounts of food. It only needs the right kind of food. And Greek yogurt is one of the options that can help you achieve that. Simple, easy to use, and beneficial from the inside out. 2. Chickpeas. Have you ever heard of chickpeas? At first glance, they may seem like small, simple beans, often seen in Middle Eastern salads or soups. But in fact, chickpeas are one of the richest plant-based sources of protein and fiber. They are well worth including in the daily diet of people over 60, especially if you are aiming to maintain muscle and improve digestion. Why are chickpeas good for older adults? First, you should know that 100 grams of cooked chickpeas provides around 11.2 grams of protein. This is nearly equal to the amount found in 2 boiled eggs, but chickpeas contain no cholesterol and very little saturated fat. This is important for older adults, as heart disease and blood fat disorders are becoming more common. Chickpeas help you add protein to your meals without putting extra strain on the heart or liver. Besides protein, chickpeas are also a micronutrient bank for middle-aged and older people, with key components such as soluble fiber, helps improve bowel movement, reduce constipation, and slow down sugar absorption, supporting blood sugar control after meals. Magnesium and potassium, 2 essential minerals that help regulate blood pressure, reduce cramps and muscle fatigue, especially after walking or physical activity. Folate, vitamin B9, plays a key role in red blood cell production and muscle tissue repair, which is important during recovery from falls, injuries, or simply for keeping muscles strong. Iron supports oxygen transport through the blood to the muscles, helping reduce tiredness, shortness of breath, and dizziness during or after activity. In summary, chickpeas are not only a good plant-based source of protein, they also provide essential nutrients for digestion, heart health, and muscle regeneration, which are vital for staying active and healthy after the age of 60. Chickpeas not only support muscle maintenance, they also aid digestion, help you feel full for longer, and keep energy levels steady through the morning or afternoon. This is something not all protein-rich foods can do. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2018, followed a group of older adults who replaced red meat with plant-based protein sources such as chickpeas, lentils, and green beans. The results showed those who ate legumes regularly reduced muscle loss by up to 26% compared to those who ate more red meat. This was due to lower overall inflammation and better digestive function. This shows that the aging body needs not just enough protein, it needs easily digestible protein combined with fiber and anti-inflammatory minerals. And chickpeas meet that need very well. Clear benefits for the body after the age of 60. 1. Maintains muscle mass in the arms, back, and shoulders. Chickpeas provide complete plant-based protein, especially when eaten with whole grains like brown rice. They help preserve muscle groups that often weaken with age, especially the upper back and arms. 2. Supports digestion and reduces constipation. With their high soluble fiber content, chickpeas help feed good gut bacteria. They soften stools and support easier bowel movements, a common issue in older adults. 3. Stabilizes blood sugar and prevents spikes after meals. Fiber in chickpeas slows the absorption of sugar, helping keep blood glucose levels stable. This is important if you are managing diabetes or prediabetes. 4. Reduces inflammation, supports joints and tissue repair. Magnesium, iron, and antioxidants in chickpeas help reduce mild inflammatory responses. This is one of the causes of muscle and joint damage in older adults. How to use chickpeas properly. Tasty, gentle on the stomach, and easy to apply. Recommended amount. Each day, you can have around half a cup of cooked chickpeas, about 80 to 100 grams. Divide this between lunch and dinner. Simple preparation method. 1. Soak dry chickpeas in cold water for 8 to 12 hours overnight. This removes anti-nutrients, softens the beans, and makes them easier to cook. 2. Rinse well, then cook until tender in plain water or in a pressure cooker. The beans should be soft, but not mushy. Cooking suggestions. Blend into hummus to eat with wholemeal bread or steamed vegetables. Add to vegetable soups, savory porridge, or stews. Mix with boiled vegetables, cucumber, and a little olive oil for a simple salad that is both nourishing and soothing. Tip: you can cook a larger batch of chickpeas and divide them into small containers to freeze. When needed, simply defrost and use. This is convenient for older adults who prefer not to cook every day. A few important notes. For people with gout, chickpeas contain purines, a substance that may be converted into uric acid. Use in moderate amounts, about 1/3 to half a cup per day, around 50 to 80 grams. Monitor your body's response. If you experience joint pain, consult your doctor. For people with kidney stones, although chickpeas are generally safe, people with oxalate stones should limit legumes that are high in purines or minerals that may accumulate. Eat in moderation and drink plenty of water after meals. Do not eat raw or undercooked. Raw chickpeas contain substances that can cause bloating and indigestion. They may also interfere with nutrient absorption. Always cook thoroughly before eating. Just a small serving of chickpeas each day, around half a small bowl, about 100 grams, is simple and affordable. Yet it provides protein, fiber, minerals, and steady energy to help you walk more lightly, stand more firmly, and digest more easily. I truly believe this. Good food does not have to be expensive. What matters most is that it suits your age, is easy to prepare, and fits naturally into your daily routine. And chickpeas are exactly that kind of food. 3. Quinoa. After the age of 60, keeping your legs strong and flexible becomes a top priority. But you may not realize this does not always have to come from meat, fish, or supplements. Just one small portion of cooked quinoa each day can help your body rebuild muscle and maintain better balance. It is a small grain, but its benefits are significant, especially for older adults. What is quinoa, and why is it special? Quinoa, pronounced quinoa, is a small seed that comes from the Andes Mountains in South America. It was once known as the mother of all grains by the Inca people, an ancient civilization that valued natural nutrition in daily life. Although quinoa is usually cooked and eaten like rice or grains, it is not part of the wheat or rice family. This means it does not contain gluten, a protein that can be hard to digest or cause gut irritation in some people, especially older adults with sensitive digestion. The reason quinoa is rated more highly than many common grains lies in the quality of its protein. Quinoa contains all 9 essential amino acids, the building blocks needed to build, repair, and maintain lean muscle in the body. Normally, only animal-based foods like meat, eggs, dairy, or fish provide all of these amino acids in full. Most plant-based proteins, such as beans, seeds, or rice, usually lack one or more, but quinoa is a rare exception in the plant world. For this reason, if you are looking to reduce meat in your meals, eat lighter protein that still meets your needs, or simply find a food that keeps you full longer and supports muscle recovery, then quinoa is a very worthwhile option to consider. Quinoa also has a unique starch structure. It digests more slowly and does not cause a sharp rise in blood sugar after meals like white rice does. At the same time, it is rich in natural fiber, which supports stable digestion, something that is often important for people over 60. A study published in the journal Nutrients, 2022, observed older adults who consumed quinoa daily. The results after 8 weeks showed the group that ate quinoa each day increased leg muscle strength by 9% compared to the group who ate regular white rice. This difference came from the fact that quinoa is not only rich in protein, it also contains anti-inflammatory compounds and minerals that support muscle and bone function, including magnesium, manganese, iron, and zinc. What does quinoa offer your body after the age of 60? 1. Supports muscle recovery after walking, climbing stairs, or light activity. The protein content in quinoa, around 14 grams per 100 grams cooked, is comparable to many lean meats. It does not cause bloating, making it ideal after physical activity or walking outdoors. 2. Improves calcium absorption and protects bone health. Quinoa contains magnesium and manganese, 2 important minerals that help the body absorb and metabolize calcium more effectively. This helps reduce the risk of osteoporosis, back pain, or hip fractures after a fall. 3. Reduces mild joint inflammation. Quinoa contains quercetin and kaempferol, 2 natural antioxidants shown to reduce low-grade inflammation around the knees and ankles. These areas often feel sore or slightly swollen after movement in older adults. 4. Stabilizes blood sugar, keeps you full longer than white rice. Quinoa has a low glycemic index. It keeps you fuller for longer and prevents sudden spikes in blood sugar after meals. This is especially helpful for those managing pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes. How to use quinoa properly. Easy to digest and prepare. Recommended amount: around 100 to 120 grams of cooked quinoa per day is suitable for older adults. It can replace rice or potatoes in meals. Preparation method. 1. Soak quinoa for 4 to 6 hours before cooking. This helps remove saponin, a compound that can taste slightly bitter and may affect digestion if consumed in large amounts. 2. Rinse thoroughly, then cook in bone broth, vegetable stock, or lightly salted water. Suggested ratio: 1 part quinoa to 2 parts liquid. Simple meal ideas. Mix cooked quinoa with steamed egg and lightly sautéed vegetables such as spinach, carrots, or green peas. Add to savory porridge, or cook like rice and serve with fish or eggs. Prepare a warm salad with pumpkin, chickpeas, coriander, and olive oil. Tip: you can cook quinoa in advance, let it cool, and store it in the fridge for 2 to 3 days. This is both convenient and time-saving for older adults. Notes on using quinoa for older adults. For those following a low-carb diet, although quinoa contains protein, it is still a carbohydrate source. Limit to no more than 1 meal per day, and combine with plenty of vegetables for balance. Do not eat raw or undercooked. Raw or undercooked quinoa may be difficult to digest for older adults. Always ensure it is fully cooked and soft enough to chew easily. Do not consume large amounts at once. Although quinoa is beneficial, if you are not used to it, start with small amounts. This helps your body adjust and avoids bloating or indigestion in the early days. Quinoa may not be a familiar food for many older adults, but if you try it once, cooked until soft and paired with vegetables or steamed egg, you may be pleasantly surprised. You do not need to eat much. Just 1 small serving each day, taken regularly, is enough to support strong muscles, firm bones, stable digestion, and steady energy throughout the day. 4. Pumpkin seeds. After the age of 60, our muscles no longer function as smoothly as before. Some people begin to experience muscle cramps at night, tired calves when walking, or even weakness in the arms and shoulders when carrying light objects. Many believe that eating more meat or taking supplements is enough. But the truth is, our body needs more than just protein. It also requires essential trace minerals, nutrients that quietly support smooth muscle movement, nerve transmission, and recovery after physical activity. This is why pumpkin seeds, although small, play a special role in supporting muscle health in middle-aged and older adults. Why are pumpkin seeds considered nutritionally valuable? Pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas, are the seeds found inside a pumpkin. Although small, they are rich in plant-based protein and essential minerals, particularly magnesium, supports muscle relaxation after contraction, and helps reduce cramps. Iron, needed for blood formation and oxygen delivery to every muscle cell. Zinc helps repair muscle tissue and supports recovery from minor inflammation in the muscle fibers. In 100 grams of pumpkin seeds, there are around 19 grams of protein. This is nearly 1.5 times the amount found in the same weight of boiled eggs. Pumpkin seeds contain no cholesterol, do not cause bloating, and are easy to include in daily meals. Pumpkin seeds, or pepitas, are the edible seeds inside a pumpkin. They are often overlooked, but they are a natural nutritional treasure, especially helpful for those who want to maintain muscle strength, sleep better, and improve circulation after the age of 60. A study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food, 2019, followed a group of older adults who consumed pumpkin seeds daily for 12 weeks. The results showed, after just 3 months, signs of muscle inflammation were reduced by up to 38%, especially in frequently used muscle groups such as the thighs, upper arms, and lower back. This means that eating a small portion of pumpkin seeds daily may help reduce mild muscle aches. It may also support faster recovery after walking and help keep muscles working smoothly without sudden cramps. Specific benefits for the body after the age of 60. 1. Supports smoother muscle contraction and relaxation. Magnesium in pumpkin seeds helps transmit nerve signals to the muscles. This allows them to contract and relax at the right time, preventing stiffness or sudden cramps, often experienced during abrupt changes in position. 2. Reduces nighttime cramps. If you have experienced calf cramps during sleep, it may be due to a mild deficiency in magnesium or potassium. Regular intake of pumpkin seeds can help reduce the frequency and intensity of cramps and support better sleep. 3. Supports blood formation and oxygen delivery to the brain and heart. Iron in pumpkin seeds plays a role in producing new red blood cells and transporting oxygen to the heart muscles, leg muscles, and brain. This helps reduce fatigue and lightheadedness when standing up quickly. 4. Supports gentle digestion. Although pumpkin seeds are nutrient-dense, they do not usually cause bloating like some other seeds. This is due to their healthy fats and natural fiber content. 5. Provides gentle antioxidant support. Pumpkin seeds also contain vitamin E and natural carotenoids. These help slow the aging of cells, especially muscle cells, and help the body stay energized for longer. How to use pumpkin seeds properly. Suitable for older adults. Safe and effective amount. About 1 teaspoon per day, around 7 to 10 grams, is enough to supply essential nutrients without overloading the digestive system. Simple ways to use. Sprinkle directly onto oat porridge or plain yogurt. Blend into pumpkin seed butter and spread on whole grain bread as a light snack. Add to vegetable salads to increase texture and protein content. Important to choose the right type. Always use raw pumpkin seeds without added salt or oil. Avoid prepackaged flavored seeds that are salty, sweet, or spicy, as these often contain additives that may affect heart and liver health. Notes on using pumpkin seeds. For those with digestive issues, bloating, gas, or indigestion, start with a small amount at first and observe your body's response. If you feel heavy in the stomach, try blending the seeds or adding them to porridge instead. For those being treated for liver conditions, although pumpkin seeds are gentle, they are still rich in fat. Use in small quantities and choose raw, unsalted seeds rather than roasted or seasoned types. Do not consume too much. Eating more than 30 grams per day may cause indigestion or lead to excess calorie intake. Remember, a small amount each day is enough. I often think of pumpkin seeds as a hidden gift in the kitchen. Just 1 small spoon each day, added to familiar meals, gives your body a steady supply of quiet but lasting nutrients. At this age, we only need foods that are small, gentle, easy to eat, and just enough to help our bodies stay flexible and strong each day. Pumpkin seeds can truly do just that. 5. Parmesan cheese. After the age of 60, each time you eat something, your body needs more than just energy to function. It also needs easily digestible protein to support muscle recovery and preserve muscle mass, which gradually declines with age. But not all types of protein are absorbed well at this stage of life. Some older adults have told me, "I still eat meat regularly, but I still feel weak in the arms, my calves are soft, or I get tired easily." That is because, after the age of 60, the body does not absorb protein from meat as efficiently as it did before. And in such cases, Parmesan cheese, a cheese that has been aged over a long period, can be particularly useful. What is Parmesan cheese, and why is it suitable for people over 60? Parmesan cheese is a well-known hard cheese that originated in the Emilia-Romagna region of Italy. People in this region have been aging and fermenting this cheese using traditional methods for hundreds of years. What makes Parmesan special is its long aging process, typically from 12 months to more than 24 months. During this extended fermentation period, natural enzymes gradually break down the complex milk proteins into smaller amino acids. These are the exact forms that our body can absorb directly, without needing to work hard to digest them. So, for people over 60, when digestion has become weaker and the ability to absorb protein from sources like lean meat, fish, or eggs may decline, Parmesan cheese provides a form of protein the body can absorb more easily, with less effort. You can think of it this way. When eating beef or chicken breast, the body must break down the long protein chains, use digestive enzymes, and spend energy to process and absorb the nutrients. With well-aged Parmesan, the protein has already been broken down through natural fermentation. This makes it lighter on the stomach, less likely to cause bloating, and more suitable for older adults with slower digestion. In addition, Parmesan is rich in calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin B12. These are essential nutrients for strong bones, healthy nerves, and the prevention of anemia, all of which are common concerns after the age of 60. According to a study published in the journal Nutrients, 2019, older adults who consumed Parmesan cheese daily absorbed amino acids 30% more effectively than those who ate cooked lean meat. This means, even when eating smaller amounts, the body still receives the protein it needs to maintain muscle. The same study also found the group who consumed Parmesan cheese regularly had a higher rate of muscle protein synthesis, better appetite, and less shoulder and back muscle loss after 8 weeks compared to the control group. Practical benefits for people over the age of 60. 1. Helps maintain muscle in the upper arms and upper back. These are two areas where muscle is easily lost if you do not move your arms much or sit for long periods. Parmesan cheese, with its high level of easily absorbed protein, helps maintain muscle mass without the need to eat large quantities. 2. Improves appetite. Parmesan has a strong aroma, a mild, salty taste, and a creamy aftertaste. Many older adults experience reduced taste with age, but enjoy food more when a little Parmesan is added to steamed eggs, pasta, or porridge. 3. Supports protein synthesis and reduces muscle loss. The protein in Parmesan cheese helps trigger the synthesis of new muscle, a process that becomes slower after the age of 60. Combined with light physical activity such as walking, adding a small amount of Parmesan each day can gradually help you regain strength. How to use Parmesan properly. You do not need to eat a lot. Around 1 to 2 tablespoons of grated Parmesan cheese per day is enough. There are many simple and flexible ways to use it. Sprinkle on steamed or fried eggs to enhance flavor without making it heavy. Add to vegetable soup, savory porridge, or chicken broth to make meals more nourishing and flavorful. Mix with whole grain pasta to create a meal that is both rich in protein and easy to eat. Use as a mild seasoning instead of salt notes when using Parmesan. Do not use processed powdered cheese, as it often contains preservatives and excessive sodium. Choose real Parmesan. The older, the better. Look for labels such as aged 12 months or Parmigiano Reggiano if imported from Italy. If you have high blood pressure or need to limit salt, monitor your intake. Parmesan naturally contains a fairly high level of sodium, around 1.2 grams per 100 grams. If you have a sensitive digestive system, start with a small amount and observe your body's reaction, especially if you are not used to eating cheese. For people over the age of 60, eating more does not always mean better. What matters is eating the right kind of food that the body can absorb, and doing so regularly each day. Parmesan, in small and proper amounts, can be a gentle way to increase protein, support muscle health, and enjoy flavorful meals. I truly believe that if there is one kind of seasoning that can make food taste better and also make the body stronger, then Parmesan is a very good option to try. Whether it is breakfast or a light evening meal, just a little Parmesan can help bring you closer to a body that is healthier, more active, and full of energy. 6. Tempeh. After the age of 60, you may begin to notice more obvious changes in your body. You may walk more slowly. You may need support when standing up. And you may feel bloated or have indigestion more often. At this stage, protein remains essential. It helps maintain muscle strength, prevents falls, and supports an independent lifestyle. But there is one reality to keep in mind. Older adults do not absorb protein from meat, fish, or eggs as well as they used to. So, is there a better way to add protein? One that is easier to digest and more suitable for people over 60? The answer is tempeh, a compact, gentle, and highly nutritious fermented soy food. What is tempeh, and why is it different from tofu? Tempeh is a naturally fermented product made from whole soybeans. It originates from Indonesia. Although it looks similar to tofu, tempeh is not the same as tofu. Tofu is made by pressing soya milk into soft blocks. Tempeh, on the other hand, is made by fermenting cooked whole soybeans with a beneficial mold over several days. This forms a firm, chewy block with a mild, nutty flavor. Thanks to this fermentation process, tempeh has 3 properties that are especially useful for older adults. 1. Rich in high-quality protein. Each 100 grams of tempeh contains around 20 grams of protein, similar to chicken. It contains no cholesterol and is much easier to digest. 2. Contains natural enzymes and probiotics. These support gentle digestion, reduce bloating, and improve gut microbiota, which affects digestion, immunity, and nutrient absorption. 3. Retains all the fiber, iron, magnesium, and zinc from whole soybeans. These nutrients are essential for maintaining muscle, joint flexibility, and a strong immune system after the age of 60. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2021, followed a group of older adults who consumed fermented foods rich in probiotics, including tempeh. They preserved 18% more muscle mass after 1 year compared to those who did not consume probiotics. This is because the probiotics in tempeh help protect the intestinal lining, reduce low-grade inflammation, and improve the body's ability to absorb amino acids from food. This is a key factor for older adults, whose gut microbiome often declines due to age, medications, or prolonged stress. Specific benefits for people over the age of 60. 1. Maintains strength in arms and legs. Tempeh provides all essential amino acids. These help rebuild muscle groups that tend to shrink with age, especially in the arms, calves, and lower back, areas that are important for walking, standing up, and sitting down. 2. Reduces joint inflammation and mild muscle soreness. Plant-based protein in tempeh causes less inflammation than red meat. At the same time, tempeh contains natural antioxidants from the fermentation process. These help relieve mild joint pain and swelling, a common issue among older adults. 3. Improves digestion, reduces constipation, and supports better sleep. Thanks to its probiotics and natural fiber, tempeh supports a healthy gut microbiome. This helps promote regular bowel movements, improves vitamin absorption, and encourages deeper sleep. 4. Supports long-term immune function. After the age of 60, the gut becomes a key part of the immune system. Tempeh helps nourish beneficial bacteria and strengthens the body's internal defenses. This may reduce the risk of colds, sore throats, or minor infections. How to use tempeh in daily meals. You do not need to eat much. Just one thin slice, around 70 to 100 grams per day, is enough to provide beneficial protein and probiotics. Here are some simple ways to use tempeh. Lightly pan-fry with olive oil and a few drops of apple cider vinegar or low-salt soy sauce. Serve with brown rice, porridge, soup, or whole grain noodles. Chop and mix into vegetable salads, savory oats, or sandwich fillings. Gently marinate with turmeric and cumin seeds to enhance flavor and support digestion. Note: always cook tempeh before eating. Do not eat it raw. Who should take caution when using tempeh? People with gout, severe kidney disease, or purine metabolism disorders should speak with a doctor before use. Tempeh is made from soybeans and may contribute to protein buildup if consumed in large amounts. If you are trying tempeh for the first time, start with a small amount, around 30 to 50 grams. Observe how your body reacts before increasing the quantity. Tempeh, although simple, is a highly intelligent source of plant-based protein for older adults. It does not only help preserve muscle, it also supports gut health, reduces inflammation, and strengthens the immune system, meaning it helps protect your health at its core. If you are looking to replace part of the meat in your diet while still getting enough protein, with easier digestion and a lighter feeling, then one slice of tempeh each day could be a great place to start. 7. Spirulina algae. After the age of 60, your body needs more than just protein to maintain muscle. It needs protein that is easy to digest, easy to absorb, and gentle on the liver, kidneys, and digestive system. There is one special candidate that many people overlook: spirulina algae. This is not a traditional food, but it is one of the most concentrated and easily absorbed natural protein sources in the world. It is particularly suitable for older adults recovering from falls, illness, or muscle weakness. What is spirulina, and why is it valuable? Spirulina is a type of blue-green algae that grows naturally in salty, alkaline lakes. It has been used as food by humans for thousands of years. However, only in recent decades have scientists begun to understand the remarkable nutritional value of this tiny algae. What makes spirulina stand out from other foods is 100 grams of dried spirulina contains up to 29 grams of protein, nearly twice as much as boiled eggs. It contains no cholesterol and rarely causes bloating. The protein absorption rate of spirulina is up to 85%. This is close to the absorption rate of breast milk, the most easily absorbed protein for the human body. Most importantly, spirulina contains leucine. Leucine is a key amino acid that helps trigger new muscle growth, which is especially important after the age of 60, when muscle regeneration slows down. A study published in the journal Nutrients 2022 followed 56 older adults aged 65 and above. They were given 3 grams of spirulina daily for 12 weeks. The results showed CRP inflammation levels dropped by an average of 32%. This marker reflects low-grade inflammation in the body, particularly inflammation that affects muscles and joints. The spirulina group also reported less pain and stiffness in the shoulders, knees, and wrists. They felt they recovered more quickly after fatigue, falls, or minor illness. These findings support the role of spirulina as a highly effective muscle-supporting food for people over 60. Specific benefits of spirulina for older individuals, adults. 1. Relieving mild joint and muscle aches. The anti-inflammatory compounds in spirulina, such as phycocyanin, can help soothe low-grade inflammation. This is a common cause of frequent aches and stiffness in the elderly. 2. Improving blood flow to the muscles. Spirulina contains highly absorbable organic iron. This helps improve oxygen delivery to muscle cells. As a result, muscles receive the nutrients they need to function with better strength and endurance. 3. Supporting recovery after falls, illness, or fatigue. If you have experienced a fall, spent days in bed, or gone through a long period of fatigue, restoring muscle is vital. Spirulina provides essential amino acids and antioxidant micronutrients. These support muscle repair and help reduce long-term muscle loss. 4. Enhancing gut immunity. After the age of 60, the immune system can become weaker, especially in the gut. The active compounds in spirulina help nourish beneficial bacteria and improve the gut environment. This, in turn, supports better nutrient absorption and helps reduce minor infections. How to use spirulina effectively. You do not need a large amount. Just 1 teaspoon of spirulina powder per day, around 3 grams, is enough. It can be added to daily meals with ease. Stir into a cup of warm oat porridge or brown rice congee. This adds light protein to your breakfast. Mix into a glass of unsweetened plant-based milk or oat milk. You may also add ground walnuts or flax seeds for more omega-3. Blend into a banana or avocado smoothie. This helps boost energy and plant protein intake. Important note, do not cook spirulina directly. High heat may destroy some of its active compounds. It is best to add it after cooking, when the food is still warm. Who should be cautious when using spirulina? Although spirulina is generally safe, some people should consult their doctor before using it. These include people with hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism. Spirulina may contain natural iodine, which can affect thyroid hormone levels. People with chronic liver disease. It is important to ensure the liver is functioning well before adding high-protein foods. People taking immunosuppressants or blood thinners. Spirulina may stimulate immune function or interfere with blood clotting if taken in excess. I understand that maintaining muscle after the age of 60 is a real challenge, especially when the body becomes weaker, digestion slows, and nutrient absorption declines. But sometimes the solution does not lie in eating more. It lies in choosing the right food, at the right time, and in the right way. Spirulina, just 1 small spoon a day, could be a quiet but powerful ally. It can help you maintain strength, clarity, and independence in daily life. 8. Hemp seeds. After the age of 60, many people begin to feel their muscles becoming weaker. They may find it harder to stand up. Even a short walk can lead to tired legs, sore shoulders, or aching knees. In many cases, the problem is not just age, it is the lack of high-quality protein to support the muscles. Today, I would like to share with you a natural, gentle, and easy daily solution: hemp seeds. What are hemp seeds, and what makes them special? Hemp seeds are the small inner part of the fruit from the hemp plant. This plant belongs to the same family as cannabis, but it has completely different uses. Most importantly, food-grade hemp does not contain any addictive substances. It has been approved as legal and safe in many European countries, and is widely recognized as a natural source of nutrition. What makes hemp seeds especially useful, particularly for people over 60, is their complete plant-based protein. Usually, only animal-based foods such as eggs, meat, or fish provide all 9 essential amino acids. These are the building blocks needed to build muscle, repair tissues, and support the immune system. However, hemp seeds are one of the very few plants that also offer this complete protein profile. In every 100 grams of hemp seeds, there are 35 grams of protein. The amino acid balance is close to that of chicken or salmon. But unlike animal products, hemp seeds contain no cholesterol, are easy to digest, and do not cause bloating, can be added easily to daily meals. In addition to protein, hemp seeds provide plant-based omega-3 fatty acids. These help reduce mild inflammation in the joints and support brain and heart health. They also supply magnesium, zinc, and iron, all essential minerals to help older adults maintain energy, move with ease, and sleep better. A study published in Frontiers in Nutrition, 2021, followed nearly 90 adults over the age of 65. They compared two groups. One group consumed protein from chicken and fish. The other group used complete plant proteins, mainly from hemp seeds and fermented soy. After 3 months, the group using hemp seed protein recovered muscle strength 18% faster after light activity, reported less muscle fatigue after a 30-minute walk, experienced fewer minor joint pains in the shoulders, thighs, and wrists. The researchers concluded that complete plant protein, especially from hemp, can partly replace animal protein. It supports muscle strength while being easier to digest for older adults. Specific benefits of hemp seeds. 1. Improves flexibility in shoulder and thigh muscles. The amino acids in hemp seeds, especially arginine and leucine, help nourish small muscle fibers. They support more flexible contraction and extension of the muscles. This is particularly helpful in the shoulders and thighs, areas that often become stiff after the age of 60. 2. Reduces mild joint pain due to plant-based omega-3. Hemp seeds are one of the few seeds rich in plant-based omega-3 ALA. This type of fat may help reduce mild inflammation in the joints. It supports relief from persistent aches in the knees, wrists, or lower back. 3. Supports memory and cardiovascular health. Omega-3, along with zinc, magnesium, and vitamin E in hemp seeds, helps protect nerve cells. It supports stable memory and reduces the risk of high blood pressure and arterial stiffness. This is essential for maintaining brain and heart health in older adults. Simple daily usage guide. Just 1 tablespoon of hemp seeds per day, around 15 grams, is enough to provide high-quality protein and omega-3 for the body. Here are some easy ways to use hemp seeds. Sprinkle directly over warm porridge, cereal, or plain yogurt. Add to salads with olive oil and steamed vegetables. It has a mild, nutty flavor, like walnuts. Mix with warm cooked vegetables. This helps the body absorb nutrients better. Heat may damage the healthy fats and anti-inflammatory compounds. It is best to add them after cooking is finished. Important considerations. Hemp seeds are non-addictive and do not contain psychoactive substances. They are food safe and approved for everyday use across Europe. However, if you are taking blood-thinning medication or receiving heart treatment, consult your doctor first. Omega-3 in hemp seeds may affect blood clotting time if consumed in excess. You may not be familiar with these seeds yet, but just 1 small spoonful a day can help strengthen your muscles, ease joint movement, and keep your mind clearer when you wake up. Hemp seeds are a clear reminder that you do not need complicated meals. You do not need animal protein. You only need the right choice, used consistently and suited to your age, to care for your body from within. 9. Seitan. After the age of 60, one of the most noticeable changes is the gradual loss of lean muscle mass. This can happen even if you continue eating regularly. The cause is not only age, it is also related to the quality of protein you absorb and how your body processes it. If you are looking for a high-protein food that is easy to digest, low in fat, and less likely to cause bloating compared to many types of meat, then seitan, also known as wheat meat, may be worth trying. What is seitan? Seitan, pronounced seitan, is a plant-based meat made from gluten, which is the main protein in wheat. It is created by kneading wheat flour with water, then rinsing it repeatedly. This process removes the starch, leaving behind a firm, elastic mass of concentrated protein, which is called seitan. Unlike bread or pasta, which are high in starch and may raise blood sugar levels, seitan contains no starch, very little fat, and no cholesterol. When steamed or lightly stir-fried, it takes on a light brown color and a chewy texture, similar to meat. For this reason, it is often used as a meat substitute in vegetarian meals or diets that limit red meat. What makes seitan especially useful, particularly for older adults, is its very high protein content. In 100 grams of seitan, you get around 39 grams of protein. This is even more than the same amount of chicken breast, boiled eggs, or salmon. Unlike meat, which takes longer to digest and may cause bloating, seitan is easier to absorb. This is especially true when it is softened by steaming or slow cooking. Because it contains no cholesterol and only very small amounts of saturated fat, seitan is a suitable option for those who need to maintain a healthy weight or manage vascular or heart conditions after the age of 60. A study published in Clinical Nutrition ESPN 2022 examined a group of adults aged 60 to 80 in Europe. Half of the participants were given plant-based protein from seitan, tempeh, and lentils in their daily meals. After 12 weeks, the group that consumed plant protein achieved 21% more lean muscle mass compared to the group with a regular diet, less fatigue after walking long distances, more stable blood pressure, and less morning joint stiffness. The study concluded that seitan can replace red meat in many meals. It supports muscle maintenance, aids digestion, and helps control body weight in older adults. Specific benefits of using seitan daily: 1. Supports leg muscle recovery after physical activity. Thanks to its high protein content and complete set of essential amino acids, seitan helps rebuild muscle fibers in the thighs and calves. These areas often weaken when sitting for long periods or after walking long distances. 2. Reduces endothelial inflammation. Supports blood vessels. Some studies suggest that plant-based protein, especially from pure gluten, may reduce inflammation in the inner lining of blood vessels. This may lower the risk of high blood pressure and vascular blockages, which are common after the age of 60. 3. Helps with weight control, does not promote fat gain. Seitan is very low in fat and contains almost no sugar. This makes it suitable for those with limited physical activity who need to maintain a healthy weight, while still receiving high-quality protein each day. Simple usage guide. Use around 50 to 80 grams per meal, roughly the size of your palm. You can pan-sear it lightly with garlic, onion, olive oil, and a small amount of seasoning. Or stir-fry with vegetables using light seasoning to create a dish similar to grilled meat. You may also replace meat with seitan in familiar meals, such as vegetable pasta, herbed rice bowls, savory oat porridge. Note: do not overcook seitan, as this can damage its protein structure. Quick stir-frying, steaming, or light pan-searing is best. Some precautions when using seitan. Although seitan is rich in protein and easy to use, it is not suitable for everyone. If you have a gluten allergy, celiac disease, or irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, you should avoid seitan. If you follow a gluten-free diet, consider other plant protein sources such as tempeh, lentils, or quinoa. For those without digestive issues, seitan is an ideal way to reduce red meat while maintaining daily protein intake. You do not need to eat large amounts of meat to stay strong after 60. In fact, the older we get, the more important it is to choose the right type of protein: light, low in fat, and easy to prepare. Seitan is proof that, from a simple wheat flour base with careful preparation, we can create a protein source as rich as meat, yet far easier to use. If you have never tried it, Start with a small portion at lunch. Use it in place of pork, beef, or sausage. You may notice better sleep and your arms and legs feeling less tired at the end of the day. 10. Fish powder. After the age of 60, many people begin to experience difficulties with chewing, swallowing, and absorbing nutrients. Protein becomes especially important to maintain muscle, support joints, and stay balanced when moving. Among the many protein-rich foods, fish powder is a unique option. It is not often mentioned, but it is highly effective. This is particularly true for older adults with weak digestion, poor dental health, or those recovering from illness who need to regain strength quickly. What is fish powder? Fish powder is made from white fish such as cod, pollock, or haddock. These fish are low in fat, high in protein, and easy to digest. When the fish is dried using low heat or freeze-drying methods, all water is removed. What remains is a concentrated form of nearly pure protein. This is why fish powder has such a high protein content. It is easy to absorb and well-suited for older adults, especially those with limited chewing ability or reduced appetite. Estimated nutritional content in 100 grams of fish powder. Protein, approximately 63 grams. Supports muscle repair and maintenance of strength after 60. Leucine, amino acid, approximately 4 to 5 grams. The most important amino acid for triggering new muscle growth. Lysine, approximately 5 grams, aids muscle tissue repair and improves calcium absorption. Calcium, approximately 120 milligrams, strengthens bones and helps those with osteoporosis. Phosphorus, approximately 600 milligrams, supports bone and muscle function. Magnesium, approximately 40 to 60 milligrams, relaxes muscles and supports deeper sleep. Iron, approximately 2 to 4 milligrams, helps carry oxygen to muscles and improves endurance. Zinc, approximately 1 to 2 milligrams, boosts immunity and supports tissue healing. Iodine, naturally present in marine fish, supports thyroid function. Fat, very low, 3 grams, contains no harmful cholesterol. Most of the protein in fish powder is in a form that is easy to digest. It rarely causes bloating or strain on the liver and kidneys when used in the correct amount. A study published in Clinical Nutrition, 2020, followed 97 adults aged 65 and older. They were divided into 2 groups. Group A received 25 grams of white fish powder per day. Group B maintained their usual diet without added protein. After 10 weeks, even without exercise, the group using fish powder experienced a 19% increase in lean muscle mass in the thighs and lower back, improved ability to stand up without using hands, reduced joint stiffness after waking. This study confirmed that concentrated protein from dried fish can support rapid muscle recovery. This applies even to those with limited physical activity. Specific benefits for older adults. 1. Restores strength in the thigh and lower back muscles. These 2 muscle groups play a vital role in walking, sitting down, climbing stairs, and especially in preventing falls. Falls are one of the leading causes of hip fractures and hospital admissions after the age of 60. 2. Supports recovery after stroke, fracture, or illness. Fish powder is easy to absorb and can be added to soft foods. This makes it suitable for those who have just completed a long course of treatment, have muscle weakness from extended bed rest, have reduced appetite and need extra nutrition to recover quickly. 3. Easy to digest, does not cause bloating. Unlike many types of meat or dairy-based protein, which require strong digestion, fish powder is partially pre-digested. This helps older adults absorb it more easily, with less risk of bloating or indigestion after meals. Simple daily usage instructions. You do not need to prepare anything complicated. Simply, use 1 to 2 teaspoons of fish powder per day, equivalent to 20 to 30 grams. Mix directly into warm oat porridge in the morning, vegetable soup, mashed potatoes, light broth, or bone stock. The flavor of quality fish powder is mild and not fishy. It suits those who prefer light, subtle meals with less seasoning. Choose products that are unsalted, free from flavorings, and food grade. Avoid industrial-grade powders made for animal feed. Usage precautions. Although fish powder is highly nutritious, it is not suitable for everyone. Please keep in mind, people with kidney disease, gout, or high uric acid levels should consult a doctor or dietitian before regular use. Because the protein content is very concentrated, do not exceed the recommended dose. 1 to 2 teaspoons per day is sufficient. Avoid combining with overly salty foods, as natural fish powder may contain a small amount of sodium. You see, many people believe that to get enough protein, they must eat grilled meat, drink whey protein, or consume hard-to-digest meals. But in fact, it is the simple options, like fish powder, that are most suitable for a body that has already traveled a long journey. You do not need anything complicated, just a little fish powder in warm porridge in the morning, or vegetable soup in the evening, as a familiar part of a gentle, balanced meal. You know, after the age of 60, people do not need to eat large amounts of food. What the body needs at this stage is eating correctly, with enough nutrients, and in a form that is easy to absorb. The 10 foods we have just explored together today not only contain more protein than eggs. More importantly, they are suitable for the weaker digestion of older adults. They help rebuild lost muscle mass. They improve strength in the arms and legs, helping you stand up more easily and walk more steadily. They reduce inflammation, which is often seen in those with knee pain, poor memory, or unstable heart function. What I appreciate most about this list is, it is not expensive, it is not unfamiliar, it is not difficult to prepare. You do not need to change everything all at once. Just begin gently with one small habit. For example, add a cup of Greek yogurt to your morning. Sprinkle 1 spoonful of pumpkin seeds on your oatmeal. Mix a little quinoa into your lunch instead of white rice. Step by step, day by day, you will begin to feel stronger. Not just in your test results, but in each step you take, each breath you draw, and each deep, restful sleep. If you found this video helpful, please share it with your parents, loved ones, or friends over 60. Because sometimes, just one small change in the daily diet can help someone stand more firmly, feel less pain, and enjoy each day in better health and comfort. Thank you for watching until the end. If you would like me to share more high-protein meal ideas for older adults, or dishes that support recovery after 60, please leave a comment, and I will continue sharing in the next video.